Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is ironsheik84, and I've been requested to do this a few times by a few different subscribers. So I wanted to finally get around and give everyone a review of my roster. As I'm recording this at 11:16 a.m. in Dallas, Texas, on May 15th, 2021. I have a 1.39 million roster with 229 different superstars on my team. My strongest superstars at the moment are a tie between Masters of the Universe, Big E, and Walter. And then coming in third is Zombie Stone Cold Steve Austin. So without further ado, I was kind of debating how I should go through with this. So I think I think that going by class is probably going to be the best thing to do versus by talent. So let's take just to get this out of the way since it's going to be up here. Recently got Velveteen Dream through the Epic Shard chest. I haven't unlocked him yet. I don't really have a use for him right now. He's good as a 9K trainer, but that's about it. And I'll separate this into men and women just to make things a little bit easier for me to go through. But again, 1,395,103 as, like I said, as of this time. So taking a look at my male strikers, Sting is my top person right now at 5 stars. He is a pretty heavy hitter. Sometimes though, kind of if you don't get him in the double yellow and green, it's kind of hard to finish people off, especially refilling that yellow move, even if you have Rikishi as a trainer. But yeah, I also and then I have the Masters of the Universe, Cena. I think he's an underrated character personally. I mean, I know you could say this with any character, period. But it's like I usually have Akam and what is it? The striker version of Finn Balor on him. And depending on the perks and whatnot, you can get a turn one. You can break a bunch of black gems on turn one. And again, this is why I was saying that. I was like, right board, all that good stuff. But I can get 150 to 200k damage a turn, and have his bars back full. If because he is a good recycler. But again, it's board dependent. I used to use Anvil quite a bit, not so much now with the 5-star era. Rocky is actually 4-star silver, and I am slowly moving him up. As a bit of a side note, whenever the first Farmageddon happened, Scopely shut the game off for multiple days, and when I came back, they gave everybody a free poll, or it was in the bags or something. I don't remember because it's been years. Also, I wonder how many of you are still blaming Calvin for that, if you get the reference. But he was actually the first 3-star character that I ever had. Even though he was pretty bad, or and considered one of the worst characters until recently, with his Luke Harper refresh. It's like he got me over a hurdle that I had. One thing I will give Scopely is getting to 5-star and 5-star silver now with diamond tokens is so much easier than it used to be. And all my characters are stuck at 2-star gold, and I was having trouble getting the tokens needed to get a 3-star character. But like I grind out my dailies, and I had plenty of coins and everything. So once I pulled him, even though he was a terrible character at that time, maxing him out gave way to a brand new what is it? I'm trying to think of the right word to use, but a new step in my roster that I didn't have before. And from there, I was able to move up Cena, which I didn't know any better because the guides in the information wasn't available as like it is now. And NXT Seth and a bunch of other people got moved up to 3-star silver because again, getting the 3-star gold tokens was such a was such a hassle at that time. But I really got to thank Rocky Maivia for that. So I'm really happy that that happened. Even if he was terrible until recently. Ken Shamrock is someone that is great character, but the problem is it's like in using Simpsons 99's analogy, he's a glass cannon. Basically, if he's got the board, he is fantastic. If he doesn't, he's not gonna win. I'm not gonna go through every single character. I'm kind of noteworthy people. Let's see here. Uh, so I did recently get Sid, if you watched one of my other videos, so I'm super stoked for that. I didn't really have any top tier strikers, but I do now. So there's not really much else to say here. But moving on to the powerhouses. So my current best character, in my opinion, is Walter right here. So just take a look at him real quick. So I have the double yellow and the red right here. He is a recycling machine. He hits hard. I've done a million plus on him multiple times. He is one of my favorite characters to use, and I really wish I'd gotten his gear whenever whenever it was his month-long contest. But who knows, future, whether you're gonna pull a character or not. But going on, so he may not be the best character in the game anymore, but Zombie Stone Cold Steve Austin holds a special place in my heart. Whenever I unlocked him, he was the character for such a long time, and I really got to thank him. All the tours, all the feuds, all the blitzes I've won, I can thank to this one character right here. He's always gonna be I have a character that I'm gonna hold, like I said, hold a special place in my heart for. um Zombie Rock is somebody who I got back last Halloween, so Halloween of 2020. And I'm slowly but surely moving him up. um Kane, I hope to get his gear one day. So right now I'm trying to get the 800k Charlotte gear just to finish that off because I got the 400 and 600k gear. And once I do that, I'm gonna start doing gear pulls, and I'm hoping that one day I pull his gear so I can get the plus 6 MP or whatever it is that gear gives. I've heard a lot of good things about Drew McIntyre. He's definitely on the list of people to move up. Now, he is a little bit further than Zombie Rock, but I really want to move up Zombie Rock first, and then he's going to be my next project. Let's see here. Trying to go through. Nah, I don't have anything specific here to talk about. Moving on to the Tricksters. So, Masters of the Universe Big E. So he's tied, like I said, for first place. I absolutely love him. I love Big E in real life. I think the New Day are so entertaining. I really wish that I had his gear. I don't, like I said, as of this recording. But if I did, I would definitely use his black purple setup. But for right now, his blue black is fantastic. And I went a little bit against norm. Instead of using Jinder, I use Fandango here. And with a flat blue metal, he does a boatload of damage and recycles himself super well. Let's see, going through here. So Edge I got as the very first MLC character. I really liked the original way that they did the MLC. And I got him, and I'll talk about Fandango whenever I get down there. But I kind of wish they switched back to that format, but the new one is good too. So really, not much more to say than that. Let's see, anybody else's significance here. I am slowly but surely working up the Icons of WrestleMania Shawn Michaels. I think that the Icons are going to be fantastic moving forward. I recently got the Eddie Viva La Raza. I'm looking forward to moving him up. Again, I have my list of projects. Getting Big E to 5-star silver was there. Uh, right now, let's see. You know what? He's probably going to be next on the list or top one or one of the top ones to move up. The Hall of Fame characters use their different tokens, so he's not necessarily somebody who it's like I can that I don't have to wait on because they have their different tokens and whatnot. I was trying to get the right words out there. Alrighty, moving. And another thing to note. So I'm 180 or 178 shards away from getting the 4-star fuse for Zombie Cena, and with next week's spring outbreak, hopefully that's something that's offered, but we'll see. Moving on to the acrobats. So my top acrobat right now is Masters of the Universe Triple H. He's the reason why I have him is he's the one and only time that I actually got the Chase character out of a milestone box. I was super shocked when it happened, and I think he's a fantastic character. I really like using him, and I'm planning on probably taking him up to 5-star silver whenever the time comes. Let's see here. So Eddie Guerrero, I got him through one of the Gauntlet Blitzes. I love Eddie. He was one of my favorite wrestlers in WCW and one of my favorite wrestlers in WWE. I did happen to catch a couple of matches of him when he was ECW as well, and his battles with Dean Malenko are great. Which, by the way, I also love Dean Malenko. I've always been a big fan of technical wrestling, and it's like Dean. Dean's among the top ones there. Let's see. I got Ricochet recently, and it's like we got Ray, we got Andrade here. So I don't have the gear for Andrade, and I have one of the two gears for Ray. So I'm still debating which one of these I want to move up. But one of the great things is in figuring this stuff out, I'm in no particular rush to do one over the other. And I also have R-Truth here, which I know he's fantastic. So again, I got several good choices here of characters to move up. Moving on to Showboats. So my top character right now is Slick Rick. I still think that he's great, but he has lost his luster a little bit now with the new metas and whatnot. But still, a solid character to choose for the Legends. I recently moved Masters of the Universe Ultimate Warrior up to 5 stars. Definitely getting the extra Protect gems at 25k at 12,200 is fantastic. Still, still kind of figuring out like what I want to do with my Showboats, but that was great. That was a great move to make. My next 5-star project at the moment is Zombie Kane. I was sitting on the fence a lot about whether to move up Fandango and Kane, and after some thought, I said, okay, you know what? Kane's going to be the one to move up, and I'm glad I did it. I do have the boss plate on him right now, and he's fantastic. Let's see, anybody else to note here? I do have the Godfather, amazing recycler. Hopefully one of these days I'll get the Rainmaker belt and I'll be able to fully move them up like I want to, but for right now, don't have that. Let's see here. Nope, nobody else I can really think of here. So on the Technicians, so it's kind of nuts. I forget if it was last month or the month before, but Technicians were by far my worst category. And in the span of 2 or 3 weeks, I finally was able to get enough shards to get Sako, and then I also got Ciampa, and I got Rhea Ripley, which I'll talk about when I go through the women, and I got Hall of Fame Eddie. Like I said, all in the span of like 3 weeks. So definitely, I'm moving up Sako first, and then after that, I'm gonna move Ciampa and Eddie in parallel. So I think that about does it for the male characters. And then on the women's side, I'm just going to go by talent because I don't think there's enough to break these up. So my top two women right now are Bailey and Carmella. So they're both really really good. I don't I was halfway debating whether to get, or not halfway debating, but I kept fighting about whether I wanted to get the sweater or not. I didn't, and I regret that now. Otherwise, I would do the Merrick setup for Bailey. But hopefully, next Christmas they'll offer it, and I'll definitely get it at that time. Carmella, kind of nothing needs to be said. Her triple purple setup is nuts, and yeah, she's really really good. Zombie Page. So I did not have the Zombie Rock milestone thing that happened, and I didn't get her for free. So I grinded a shitload of matches to get her, and I think that she's actually better than Zombie Austin. Looking at them equally, because Zombie Austin has multiple characters and different setups that you can use to kind of nullify him a bit. Zombie Page, not so much. It's like there's not, like 2 or 3 dozen characters that you can use to beat a Zombie Austin like you do a Zombie Page here. So she's in a class of her own. Comparing the two characters. Wendy Richter here. So she was actually the first 4-star character that I ever pulled from Keys. And I remember on her month-long contest, I was like, oh, hey, I don't have any 4-star gold women. So when I pulled her the last week, pardon me, I think I've sneezed. All right. It's like I was just said, well, I have all these extra tokens and coins, so why not? So I made her my first 4-star gold. I know she's not particularly great, but again, sometimes, you have to take a look at it, about what they do for you at the time, and she definitely helped me out. Don't use her so much nowadays, but, with the strap and some, flat gem damage, she could be pretty decent. Let's see. Hall of Fame Nikki was my first female Hall of Fame character, so I moved her up. Since then, I've gotten a couple more, so it's like she's still solid. It's like when it comes to the women, sometimes they're the female counterparts of what they have are much better. So Doink, is not so great. However, Hall of Fame Nikki is actually pretty good compared to the other women. Stephanie McMahon. So I will say Stephanie McMahon hands down gets more dodges than any other character in the game, and I really don't know who would argue with me on that one. I just of every single character that I've faced, she gets more dodges than anybody else. So I don't know if that's a pre-programmed thing or it's like, or maybe they have her dodge percentage up higher. I don't know, but that's just something I've noticed. Lana, she is the best trickster female in the game. I got her from the Epic Shard chest, and she is my next 5-star. She is my next female 5-star project, so definitely look forward to building her up and hopefully one day getting her gear. Hall of Fame Trish. So y'all might have seen my video where I pulled a 3-star gold Hall of Fame Trish and the man. Back, it's like in the same poll. So she's fantastic. Really looking forward to pulling, to working on her. And then same thing, and I'm skipping ahead a little bit, but the Jimmy Uso may not be as great with the nullifying trainers and whatnot, but Hall of Fame Lita is fantastic. So again, just really looking forward to working them up. Rhea Ripley, I love Rhea Ripley the wrestler, love the character, so I'm really looking forward to building her up as well. Hall Hall of Fame Brie is great, and now between the Hall of Fame and this right here, I finally had the Bella Twin, so I can do any of the Bella Twin requirements. So I'm super stoked about that. Um, I recently got this Nikki Bella right here, so I'm looking forward to moving her up so that Carmella can have a much more powerful finisher. And then I got Trish still. Like, again, one of the bad things about having so many characters is you're limited on tokens and coins and whatnot. But definitely do plan on moving her up now. As far as the female strikers go, I do have Zombie Paige, but she's definitely going to be moved up at some point, and she's better than the Brock Lesnar version. Again, with the women. This is another case where she's a lot better than her male counterpart that has the exact same moves. I did. I was able to knock out all of the quiz requirements that I needed over the span of a week, doing little bits here and there. So I am really looking forward to moving up the Charlotte Flair Icons of WrestleMania, and I do believe she's among some of the top women right now. So really looking forward to moving to what the future has for her. So. Yeah, I think I've rambled on enough for about 20 minutes here. This is my roster. Again, I know people have been asking about it. So, is there anybody that you wanted me to talk to in more detail? Somebody you'd like to see a video on that you maybe don't have? Let me know in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to share my personal thoughts on the character, ideal move setups, and whatnot. So, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch at ironsheik84 for more WWE Champions streams, stories, and whatnot. And I really look forward to having you watch me in the future for more WWE Champions action. And with that, I wish you all a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.